I am about to read a story that is a real life cautionary tale. And when I share these stories, it is not to shame the women who have made these mistakes. It is to help the next woman see these red flags and not make the same mistakes. So, let's get into it. This story will probably take the whole 3 minutes. Okay, this is what she says. I completely married down. I acknowledge it and know it and won't ever do it again. It's pure hell. I have a master's degree. I married a felon with barely a high school diploma. What attracted me to him is that he was very articulate and didn't know what and didn't look like a felon. I bought into the story of a youngster who got caught up in the system through circumstance and environment, served his time 7 or 8 years, and has changed. What I didn't know is that he was a damn undiagnosed narcissist, so let's just say an a-hole. His story to the world and everybody who would listen is that he didn't want me to work and he was the provider and he wanted me to retire from my job. I literally left my job due to stress and health complications. But if you ask him, he retired me, right? That was the worst thing. Quitting my job because not only did he make $12,000 a year, but anytime there was a disagreement, he'd throw in my formal education because my degree is in psychology. You're trying to use reverse psychology on me. And I really wasn't. I was just comfortable voicing my stance on anything. And if it didn't make sense, I'd call it out. I stayed entirely too long. And while caught up in it, I didn't see it for what it was. He tried to sabotage me at every angle. Preparations for certifications and licensure would prompt big arguments on the day of. I'm literally expected to sit for 4-hour exams, and this guy would pick a fight en route to the test site. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Anytime there was a disagreement, my intellect, my accomplishments, all would be used to taunt me. I hated it. I divorced him and haven't looked back. Still healing and will never marry someone that's not on my level academically, emotionally, financially, socially. I went on to ask what attracted him to her in the first place and how long she stayed. So she answered those. Okay, I was attracted to his strength. He's a protector. So I was initially told about him through mutual friends who knew us both. They thought we make a good couple because of what they knew of us. But what they didn't know is that he is manipulative and hides in plain sight very well. This is what abusers do. They do not show their faces to everybody. So I was attracted to him because who I thought he was and who he showed me when we first started dating. It was long distance and he's handsome. There are red flags waving throughout this whole thing. Pay attention, ladies. Pay attention.